On, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Curtis. I'm sorry for the late vlog, which look at that, just started and I'm already making mistakes. Freaking brilliant. But no, I'm sorry, it's been a really busy week, but I'm gonna get into that in just a brief moment. Thank you for tuning in to this video, to this vlog. This is gonna be kind of like that first vlog, that's usually an introduction. It's, that kind of face reveal thing where basically it's to talk about my whole reason for starting this vlog and my whole reason for creating this channel, because essentially this is kind of like a big deal to me. I've wanted to do this for a while, but I just, I haven't really had time. I didn't have it set up, but now I do, and things are a little bit easier on me. So, look at that. Here I am. But seriously, it's a little bit more to me than a vlog at this point, because I've been a dedicated musician my whole life, and I didn't really have much in the way of music, because, I play a lot of instruments, and I sing, and I dance, and I act, and everything, but the rest of my family doesn't. Like, my mom played clarinet, my sister played clarinet, that's it. My dad played baritone in high school in a symphonic band, and that's it. That's the only amount of music I had in my life. So in the long run, it was really hard for me to get out there. It was really hard for me to show off what I can do in terms of music, because I didn't really have much in the way of family support. But this community's treated me well. My choir has treated me well. But the one thing you're probably going to see on this vlog and on this channel more than anything is my beatboxing, because beatboxing is a skill that I picked up a while ago, because my choir is an a cappella choir, which means everything we perform is usually just from scratch. And beatboxing is it's a skill that I find to be a really big deal to me. I don't really know what more to say about it. It's not easy. Everybody wants to think it's easy. I'm sorry, they're wrong. Beatboxing is one of the hardest things I've ever done. Now, but it's hard in the sense of doing more than just making the drum noises, because normal beatboxing nowadays doesn't just have simple drums. Beatboxing used to just consist of stuff like the that's not the kind of beatboxing I do anymore. It's more like, it's really hard drum step kind of stuff. I'm not going to go too much into it right now, because you guys are going to see a lot of that this channel. So essentially, my initial plan for right now is to have some of the buddies in my choir do some stuff with me, because they're really cool guys too. And Tales from the Garden is one of the many things I'm going to use to just get out there and to take my boys with me, because the guys in my choir, they're my best friends in the whole world. I wouldn't trade them up for anything in the whole world. And I've been told by a lot of people in this community that I'm inspiring, and that whatever that means. But they inspire me, the guys in my community, and I love them to tears. I'll take bullets for these guys. They're so good. So yeah, I plan on having them on the channel pretty soon. You all get to meet them and everything. It's all cool and stuff, I guess. But yeah, so about the name, Tales from the Garden. Tales from the Garden was something kind of cool. A friend of mine once told me about something called a mind palace, which is basically, a place that we find in the midst of depression, that we can sink into, that makes us happy, where we can be anything we want to be. Certain events unfolded, and my life hasn't exactly been really all that great. But at the same time, regardless of those events, I'm here. I'm here. I'm making it, and eventually I'll share all of that with you. But I'm not going to go into detail. This is just an introduction video. But my mind palace was a place that I called the Garden of Night. I read a piece of literature a really long time ago that really gave me some feedback about it. Essentially, the literature had a story of its own. It had a tale of its own. But that's not what inspired me. Essentially, it was the fact that this tale even existed. It was what the garden stood for that I fell in love with. That anyone who came through it could be anything. They could be anyone. They could be anything. And it was so beautiful to me. And eventually I adopted it as my own. So essentially, a lot of stuff's happened, and it's my mind palace, and it's where I go to find refuge. And I hope to translate that into my blog, so I called it Tales from the Garden. Plus, I've been told that I'm a very good, avid, story writer, so I'm going to introduce a little bit of that to this too. So yeah, that's what happens. I live in a beautiful community in Northern California, which basically means I never get out to do anything, but they don't have to take me away to Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty, because I'm already here. This community is just so gorgeous. So yeah, things here aren't exactly perfect, but I'm home. check out a couple posts down and maybe you'll see something about that. But yeah, so about, you know, my plans for this vlog are basically to display musical talent. I write music, I produce music, I use a lot of online software to make music, and I hope to bring some artists to the table too. Like, I've got a really good friend who makes electronic music. Maybe I can bring him up too. So yeah, you know, just kind of see where this goes. Why not? So if you're watching this and you're here, I want to say thank you. Literally just clicking on the video, I'm thankful. I don't get money off these videos. I don't get money from this vlog. In fact, I need to upgrade this vlog. It's free. I'm thankful that you're here, you know, enjoying this journey with me. Well, really starting this journey. China had its Great Leap Forward. I'm gonna have mine too. I'm sorry. That's just the way I roll. You know, it's there's nothing wrong with wanting greatness. Look at us. We live in America. You know, things may not be so hot right now, but we're still a country that stands for freedom. We're still a country that stands for, you know, the American dream of oh, hey. It looked good for a sec, okay? It looked like crap all day. Give me a whatever. I'm just gonna. But you know what? We live in a country where, yeah, you know, things are crap right now, sure, but we're still a country that represents freedom, and we can be whoever we want. Some believe that we'll never, you know, achieve the American dream. Personally, I think it's an achievable ideal. Yeah, who am I kidding? I'm usually wrong anyway. Whatever. But thank you. Thank you for tuning into this journey with me. I can't wait to see where it takes us. If you want to contact me, check out the contacts page on my blog, talesfromthegarden.weebly.com. I'll leave a link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. Please check back every Tuesday night for a new adventure. I plan on uploading every Tuesday. And that's every Tuesday morning. I plan on putting a new video out every Tuesday morning on YouTube and on my blog. And if you're watching this from my blog, I plan on creating a new YouTube channel tonight, so please stay tuned for that. I'll also leave a link down in the description. And I really appreciate you guys checking this out. So come back every Tuesday for a new video. If I upload more than one a week, there's chances are it's going to be on a Thursday or a Friday. But yeah, you'll check my scheduling up at the contacts page. So let's shoot through this adventure together, guys. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a beautiful day.